We always look forward to games like this every season. Teams riding momentum, coming in a clash for national supremacy and trying to make a statement as we get close to the playoffs. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Gators will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Love. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll ride the hot hand. There he goes. He's loose at the 30. He's at the 10. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
The coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did, and they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. The give on the inside. It's a running room. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around. But I like when they commit to the ground game, have some success to create some balance.
The Gators come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
You know, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield and made the tackle for loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. The sure hands, it's Daniels. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The sure hands, it's Hawkins. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down.
3rd down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes it, gets another first down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of where those sticks are.
The Gators are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Gator! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Power football with the run. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bauman. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient, fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Off the boot, looking for his man. Heaves it deep. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Really nice job by the offense there, setting up the play-action pass. They ran the ball the last play, so the defense saw run action this time. A lot of guys bit downhill. The quarterback had a chance to find his target outside. He puts it up in the air. Receiver does his job. They connect for the long score.
Fair catch, called for and made. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. It's incomplete and will change ends of the field now. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Hansen. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
He wants to throw it again. They're setting up the screen. Turning on the Jets. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
And the Gators are moving quickly down the field. On the ground, it's Daniels. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards.
And a nice job by the offense picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
Motion from the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Under fire. He fires one deep down the right side. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Florida!
And I love the wheel route. I love calling it because most of the time, I'm going to get my running back, who's a fast athlete, in space against a linebacker or somebody who can't catch him. Nice play design. Nice job throwing it out in front of him. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. The give to the tailback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Gets it to him on the screen. Crosses the 30. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Back to throw, it's Carr. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll run play action. Going deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And that's a really good play. That's a bomb. That's thrown way down the field. A lot of time for me to do what? Get a little bit handsy, get my hands, force a PI. Stayed calm, did a nice job staying the course, and got his hand on the football for a deflection.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Florida.
Takes a handoff. It's Daniels. And this one will be stopped for no gain. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Wide receiver comes in motion. Running to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Carr. Here's a heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Deep throw off his back foot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He's got it. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Going for it all. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success.
Oh, he's getting a hasty. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
Well, that's a really good-looking physical run. I'll tell you, when you think of Notre Dame football, too, you think of all the great coaches they've had, Ara Parseghian, Knute Rockne, Lou Holtz. Those guys would love what they're seeing right now. 3 yards in a cloud of dust, wearing the defense down, running the football when they know you're going to do it. This is Notre Dame football to a T. Beautiful.
Right on the money. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Wants to throw. It's Carr. Lets it go to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Touchdown, Irish! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room, probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
He'll call for the fair catch here. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the 1st half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Just enough time for one final play of the half. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Gonna run it. It's locked. Turning it on. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. Just about set to get this second half underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first?
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Back to pass, it's Lagway. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Out of the gun, the inside give. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. Handoff from the gun. Got enough space, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the ground, it's Daniels. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Finds the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Gators want to move quickly. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And the Gators will call on their punt team. formation on the return. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to the ground game on the left. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. Dropping back, it's Carr. He'll take the deep shot. Oh, it's picked off, and boy, did this D need that. And a super return as he takes it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Man, great zone coverage in the back end by this defense. A lot of eyeballs on the quarterback. Great job. The ball comes out, and you can see, Jesse, that defensive secondary on a string, break on the football, and they go force the INT.
And that's what this defense wants to do. They want to win 1st and 2nd down, bring their dime personnel on the field 3rd and long, play that zone defense. There's nowhere for you to throw the football, and they get a critical takeaway.
Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Lagway. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Looking to throw. Going for 6. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. They'll try the run. Can't get him to the ground. Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. To the air, it's Carr. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with a first down. Motion from the wideout. Leaves it with the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. To the ground with the back. Wide open spaces. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for space. It's Daniels. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Makes the grab on the left. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Yeah, and David, you just wonder at this point, is it just too little too late? This is one of their best playmakers offensively, but they just haven't been able to get him going in this game. Big reason why they're losing.
Yeah, and the defense has done a great job understanding that. I got to take that guy away. That's priority number 1. Understand it. Late in the game now, up by multiple scores. I'm playing my defense a little bit different. Can't give up the big plays. Time is on my side.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
They'll go up top on 2nd and short. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one, even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country. They're confident because they believe in their ability to get to it. And they've been able to do that in this game. There's another sack here, Lou.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
At this point in the game, in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He lets it fly. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Here come the Irish back on offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Give as they work on that clock. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the 1st down? And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Lagway. Rushes on him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. They've got the screen set up. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
He's going up top here late in the game. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
They'll leave it with him. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't